I tried fixing a scratch Lego minifigure. This is Hades from Disney's Hercules, and he's one of the best looking Lego minifigures I've ever seen. But I noticed some of the paint was scratched off from his mouth and forehead printing, so I wanted to fix it without ruining this figure. I started by grabbing some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip, and I used them to clean off any dirt on the face. Then I grabbed some acrylic paint, but I had to mix them to find that perfect shade of gray. So I mixed them until it looked pretty close. But I realized that even my thinnest paintbrush would be way too thick for these tiny details. So I grabbed the toothpick instead, and I used it to carefully paint his upper lip and to fill in that wrinkle on his forehead. Next, I used some light tan paint for his teeth, but it was way too light, and I put on way too much paint. So I had to wipe it all off, which got rid of the paint on the upper lip too. So I mixed more paint until I found the perfect color for his teeth, and I used just the right amount to fill it in. But I was about to do the hardest part, the black line work for the teeth. And if I messed this up, I would have to start all over again. So I took out my knife and I used it to sharpen the toothpick until the tip was razor thin. And I used it to outline the upper lip. But the individual teeth were insanely hard. I literally had to use my phone as a magnifying glass so I could see what I was doing. But after carefully painting for 30 minutes, the teeth were finally done. All that was left was to touch up the tiny spot of gray we had to remove earlier. And just like that, it was finally fixed. It's definitely not perfect. Those small details are almost impossible to get right. But compared to where we started, it definitely looks way better. Let me know what you would have done different.